Hey, Chi-Town, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, and I'm dope, funny, and goofy. And you guys just never know who I'll be interviewing next because I love people and I love giving back. So join me on this magical journey from hidden underground talents to legendary film directors across the world. Or watch me get hyped off solo music reviews from cool tracks to hip hop beats. Because we now streaming on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. It's Miss Hip Hop and we live, baby. Time to represent Chicago's #1 podcast. What's up, Chicago, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Hip Hop, aka Queen Star. And today is Fresh Music Friday featuring St. Louis artist ReaceYung with his 2019 album, Derrty Joe. And this album, you guys, was produced by Jay Sonata, and it was mixed and recorded by Marco Patterson, which I know all these cats, so it's dope. Okay, let me talk about this project. This project right here is dope to me because it reflects both St. Louis and Chicago flavor all in one. And really, he's just mixing both of the street lingos together, hence the title, Derrty Joe. You know, and in St. Louis, you know, you hear Nelly always saying, hey, dirty, da, 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 you know, that's their lingo. And then we say, here, what down, Joe, you know, because everybody average Joe, so to speak, you know, when we're just talking about somebody. So he blended those two factors into this album, which to me makes it a classic album. Like, I feel like it's up for some awards. Like, I have not seen something like this in quite some time where somebody takes the concept of an album and it's throughout the duration of the entire 11 tracks of that project. I think that's dope. So let's get into it though, okay? Now, everybody knows the division between Chicago and St. Louis. Let's talk about it. Now, St. Louis is the home of the famous baseball team, the Cardinals. They dope, it's like baseball town there, you know. St. Louis is also the headquarters of the popular Budweiser beer. Didn't know that, huh? Yeah. And we can't forget that famous arc that sits on the Mississippi and the Missouri River. You know what I'm saying? It's the only arc in the world that's not freaking associated with fast food, you know? All right, so this is the reason why St. Louis is the gateway to the West. Now let's go to Chicago. Chicago, now we're the Windy City and we're known for being loyal sports fans, you know, go White Sox. We love our deep dish pizzas. There's a Maxwell Polish sausage on every corner. You got to get that. We also known for our music and our 1920s Al Capone gangsters and the beautiful architect and history of Chicago, period. Which leads me to Derrty Joe album cover. Y'all, to me, it's like so important that an artist go beyond just making songs, you know what I'm saying? But the artwork attached to it, because it shows the thought and the passion behind the music. You put thought into this artwork. So now the Derrty Joe album cover is like this. It's the Chicago skyline, y'all. And it's reflecting off the Lake Michigan waters, the beautiful St. Louis skyline with the arc. And it's just dope. Like, I'm just like, it looks so good, okay? Like, the artwork is A1. Whoever did the artwork, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of reminds me of my logo that I created. It's the big mixtape. And it's got the Chicago skyline at the bottom of the mixtape. So I think that's dope, you know? And let me tell you a little story before we actually dwell into the album and why it's so such a masterpiece, because it really is. Now, back in 2019, when this album was hitting, when I say hitting, it just dropped and everything. My boy Reese, he hit me up and he was like, hey, yo, Star, I'm selling my album, da, 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 da. Now, during that time, although this was literally only 3 years ago, guys, it was really unheard of, so to speak, for, you know, the guys and the girls be like, hey, listen to my mixtape. Now, more than listening to it, but I'm selling it. You know, we used to do that back in the 90s and everything like that. And so when he came to me and said he was selling it, I said, oh, wow, this is dope. And the album at the time, y'all, was only $4. That's it. That's all it was. And I had to turn him down and say no. And the reason why I'm telling this story now, it's crazy though. The reason why I had to turn it down was literally in the middle of the process of packing up from my shitty ass apartment to my new fabulous apartment. And I had literally just bought the U-Haul, you know what I'm saying? And only had $4 left in my account, and that was to keep it from overdrafting, because I said once I get this U-Haul, maybe I can pay for the album. It didn't happen. So, you know, I felt bad and everything like that. Long story even shorter, when I get to my new apartment, months later, I start the podcast, and it all, you know, everything in this universe happens full circle. So you think you've done something and you ain't quite finished the job, it's going to come back full circle to you for you to finish that job, because it's a part of the universal cycle for you to do this. And that's why this is such a magnificent, dope album and everything, because that album, Derrty Joe, I said it's up for awards, honey. I meant that. And it's going to be worth more than $4. And kudos to all the content creators out there finally taking a hold of your craft and making it work for you, because you guys are brilliant. We all are brilliant. Now let's get back into this album, since I told y'all the little backstory. I also want to tell you, I know Marco Patterson, who recorded and mixed the album too, and Jay Sonata, AKA Me Too. We all went to Lincoln University together. So it's just crazy how everything is coming back in full circle. All right, so let's get into it. Now, the album itself, it reminds me of a St. Louis citizen walking the streets of Chicago and giving their personal perception of the two great cities, with the lingo, especially, like I said, Derrty Joe. And I absolutely loved the rhyme scheme throughout each and every song. It was beautiful. It was expressional. It just brought life into me. You know what I'm saying? I miss going to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? I miss that. I miss the style. I miss the culture. I miss fucking St. Louis. St. Louis is one of those cities where they are so unique that you can't pinpoint, you know what I'm saying, where they're from. But which is why they call St. Louis the gateway city to the West, because literally part of St. Louis, the east side of St. Louis is a part of Illinois. So that's why they're the gateway. So it's dope. My favorite songs on this album was Endeavors. Ooh, that spoke volumes. That gave me life. It gave me motivation to keep killing it, live forever through the microphone. You know what I'm saying? So I really love how Reese took us on a trip in his mind through his childhood memories of rap dreams and iconic voices, you know what I'm saying? Because he definitely has an iconic voice, y'all. I had to definitely listen to this album, you know what I'm saying? He represented St. Louis, Missouri to the fullest, the show me state. He showed me what he was made of, and he just has a lot of great, not only want to say potential, because he definitely got it. Another one of my favorite songs was On the Train, and this peeks into the young rapper's past life when he was a teacher in 2018, and his student helped inspire him to write this song. So I thought that was dope. And then on top of that, the visuals for On the Train, shot by Nina Stacks, was dope as hell. Shout out Nina. Yes, boo, you did your thing. You bring everything to life that you set your mind to. I can see that in you. So everybody involved on this journey, I say this journey, this album, was a blessing. because everybody is just as equally talented. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm not gonna get into all the songs, but those 2 songs you definitely should go check out and look at the visual too for On the Train. But the rest of the album, like I say, is very impactful, insightful. It's full of wisdom, you know what I'm saying? And it's just the higher status of music. And it's crazy because Reese is not the only one that got this magic. It's all everybody around him, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes this album dope. So you guys, thank you so much for listening to me be long-winded, but this album review was definitely due right now. So again, thank you for tuning in to Speak Your Mind Radio, Fresh Music Fridays. I hope to bring most in tune visions to you coming real soon. I love y'all so much. Thank you for taking the time out to rock with me each and every Friday. Most definitely felt that. All right, peace.